First of all, let's talk about the conditions on Saturday. That's a long snapper's worst nightmare. I mean,
Yeah.
What's the preparation of getting ready for a game like that?
Honestly, the preparation is the same as any other game. You know, you gotta trust your form. You gotta trust all the practice and the work you put into it, and just know that everyone else is playing under the same conditions. So, you know, they might be tough, but you know, we have a job to do, and we got to go out there and do it no matter the conditions.
You were born in Greenville. You kind of grew up here a little bit. Then you
Yes.
went to Goldsboro, went to Rosewood. You grew up a Pirate fan. How is it playing for the Pirates now?
Dude, it's amazing. I mean, I grew up like a 5-minute drive from the stadium, so to be able to run out of the smoke on Saturday in Dottie Ficklin, I mean, it's everything I've ever wanted. And you know, I take this very seriously, and I'm just so grateful for the opportunities that Houston and the coaching staff have given me. And I love Greenville and I love the Pirates, man.
Well, you started your career out at NC Central. Talk about the transition over to East Carolina. How did that all fall out?
So I appreciate my time at Central. You know, it was time for me to move on. And so I entered the transfer portal. I had built a relationship with this staff in high school. I was recruited by them in high school. So it was real easy to get connected with Coach Tesh and Coach Houston again. And, you know, they welcomed me here, and I've tried to make the best of the opportunity that I was given.
Alex, so you're mainly handling punts right now as far as snapping?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference between doing that? I know you've done field goals in the past as well, but just when you do that versus field goals, like how much work goes into each phase?
Well, each phase is very, very important. Colby Garfield is obviously doing the field goals right now, and he's done a phenomenal job with it. You know, it depends on, you know, the different strengths that we both have. And Coach Houston, Coach Tesh, and Coach Dween have worked with us, and you know, they thought it would be best for us to split the responsibilities. And I feel like we've both done a pretty good job so far this year, especially with the help of Coach Dween. He's helped us a lot.
Yeah, I was going to ask, adding him kind of as like a guy who really works hand-in-hand with special teams, how much does that help?
Yeah, it's so helpful. You know, Coach Dween, when he came to the staff, you know, he was a punter in college, so he actually has, you know, the insight of being a specialist and has that experience. He's been, you know, not just with our technique and stuff and working with us in practice, but also on the mental side of it, you know, because, you know, he knows what it's like to go out there, you know, you got one play and you need to do your job. So he especially for me, he's helped me a lot on the mental side of the game as well.
So when you are out of practice, y'all specialists, y'all kind of do your own thing at times. So, like, how do you stay locked in or, like, make sure you're getting your work in? Because obviously you aren't hitting, you know, like the rest of the team at times.
Right. So, I mean, that's another thing that Dwayne has been super helpful on. You know, he's actually created, like, a practice plan for us, giving us drills and stuff. And I feel like we can really see the improvement, you know, especially from last year and from the spring, and just how much value he's brought. And helping us use our practice time a lot more wisely and giving us things to do during those times.
Talk about the recruiting process for a long snapper and the camps that you went through in high school and all that kind of stuff, and finally getting into the college world.
Dude, it's tough, man, because, you know, the recruiting process for everybody is hard. But for specialists, especially long snappers, you know, there's like, I mean, we have 4 guys here, and a lot of places would consider that to be a lot. So, I mean, if you're an in-state kid, you know, you're a senior in high school, there's only maybe 1 or 2 schools, you know, looking for a guy. So it's really, you guys send out a lot of tape. Send out a lot of tape and go on a lot of visits. And, you know, I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough.
How often do you think about the limited part?
Actually, not very much. Not very much. I'm not a history guy. I like science fiction a lot more than history, in my own opinion.